Hello, this is Scott. So last time, if you joined me, we talked about changing variable properties, data types, and renaming columns for variables. This time we're going to talk about adding simple rules in variables with Rules Builder. Rules Builder is a very deep, has some very deep functionality. The intent here is to give you just a simple introduction into the Rules Builder node. So I'm going to go straight to Statistica, and I'm going to open up one of the example data sets that we have, the marketing data. So this is a nice illustrative data set, except it's already been categorized for the most part, but it should serve for our purposes today. So I'm going to go into File, New, Workspace, and I'm going to start with a blank template, and I'm just going to drop this data set that's open down into the canvas. And then I'm going to bring up a rules node, which is found underneath the data tab. You can also use the node browser or the feature finder to find it. So I'm going to drop down the rules node, and we'll hook it up to the data. And essentially, I create my rules here. I click on this edit button. And then the second thing I need to do is actually click on this node. So if I click here, there's several things that I can do. I can create additional logic flow. I can create a new variable, which we'll do in just a minute. I can actually do conditional flows based upon the values of data. For example, if I want to run 3 different models based upon a customer level, let's say silver, gold, platinum, I can actually create conditional logic to run different predictive models based upon an existing variable in my data set. I can also, if I have rules already constructed, and if you looked at my, I think it was part 3 in the healthcare video that I did, I actually used weight of evidence, and we built some rules in weight of evidence. And I'm going to do a deeper dive in weight of evidence, but if you're interested, you can see that in my series. Also, some of the more advanced stuff, you can push arrays, you can do array max, you can even create a comment, along the way, if you have a lot of different rules. So you can do that as well within the tool. And then declare and abort. I'll be honest, most of the time that I'm using this, I'm actually using it to create a formula. So that's what I'm going to show you today. So let's suppose that I want to create some sort of rule called high value target based on this marketing data. And I'm going to create a conditional statement. So I'm going to use a formula. And by the way, you can use the functions tab. You can see all of the different formulas within Statistica, quite a few. Also, there's IntelliSense, right? So if you kind of know where you're going, and I start typing in IIF for an if conditional statement, it starts to populate it out. And yes, that's what I want. So, and it provides me, what the condition is. So let's just say that I know that I've got this variable called annual income. So I start typing it out, and sure enough, that's it. Annual income is equal to, say, let's see, $75,000 or more. And I've got a marital status. So if marital status is equal to married, then yes, otherwise no. So much like Excel or other types of logic, but the IntelliSense is nice that it continues, or it maps it out. You will want to put, since I'm creating a text value, I want to enclose those in quotation marks. Single or double will work. And then let's see if this will be okay. I click OK. It looks like it's good. The other thing that I need to do here is that if I want to pass all my other variables from the upstream document down through this rule node, I need to specify that. So let me show you. So input variables to copy, and I'll just say select all. That way I'm going to pass everything in the upstream document along with this new variable that I created, and then a downstream document. Also, these bottom two things are really for error trapping. You can take them off or leave them on. I'll leave them on for illustration right now. And check this if you want to produce a document downstream. And obviously, there's a lot of other options and everything. This is a very simple introduction. So if I click through rules, now I have the original spreadsheet that I had, and I created this new column based upon that logic for high value target. These can be as simple or as complicated as you want to make them. And this is an error trapper. So if for some reason I had a condition that, it didn't know what to do, populate in this, it would throw an error, and I can quickly go through there and see what that is. So that's pretty much it for simple rules with the rules builder node. Here's my contact information. Please let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.